All right, what up? I'm not gonna be here long, so I'm gonna get somebody on here and be watching the recording. As soon as somebody hop on here, I'll begin. I know I got some people that's got their notifications ready. All right, there we go. What up, Tanya? I'm sorry, y'all. I wanted to get this out. I know it's late for me too. I'm actually cutting up some potatoes for my meal. I'm a little behind today because it's been a long day. So what up, though? Yeah, I have so much on my head, y'all. So I really wanted to just share with y'all. This is day number 5 of the 45-day challenge. For me, now, I don't know what day y'all on. Let me know what day you on. If you taking the challenge with me, what day you on the 45-day challenge. But this has been was on my spirit on my drive home today. Man, like, God's been preparing me for so many things that were to come. And, I'll be honest, I wouldn't have known it. Especially some of the things I had gone through and was going through in the midst of it. You couldn't tell me that some of the things that I have been able to experience, some of the things that are coming my way, I would have never thought they would have, especially being in a place where, pain was happening, confusion was happening, just a lot of different things. And I wanted to share this because, this is a part of the healing and the resilience part of what we're doing. So real quick, for those that are joining us, we have been doing this we act like it's only been 5 days for me. We started technically on Monday. I put it out there. I'm asking for anybody that wants to join me. This ain't no surface level challenge. What we're doing is we're taking the 5 pillars: fitness, nutrition, mindset, lifestyle, community, and breaking those and getting deeper into those and adding the hard way. The hard way is through healing, through alignment, through resilience, and through devotion. So, like I said, when you talk about true transformation that's long-term, sustainable, you got to get down to the root. It can't be surface level. So, with that being said, part of this journey has been a lot of healing, a lot of resistance. And what I mean by that is what I've realized today, and I'm realizing more and more that, I had to feel through my feelings. I had to go through some stuff to get to where I'm at today. To be able to even enjoy, to be able to even understand what the heck is happening to me today. And a lot of times, that's the hardest part. When we going through something, when we've been hurt, when when things happen to us, life be lifing, it's a reminder that this is a part of the process. But instead of being a woe is me, resilience is, okay, let me feel through my feelings. But while I'm in this, while I'm crying, let me keep my head up so I can see what I need to see. So in that, I can grow how I need to grow. I can heal how I need to heal. I can forgive how I need to forgive. Like, do all the things. Because people don't understand, like, I use sports, for example. Man, training, the off-season training is harder than any in-season that you could possibly do. Same thing with bodybuilding. Like, we do all of this training to lead up to that one day that's only like for literally 2 minutes. But the hardest part is the preparation for that. The most important part is the preparation for that. To be ready for what's to come, the excitement of winning the show because you put in all the work. But the hard work is that off season that people don't see, the emotional battles, everything. And I mean, it from sports to all of the things that you can think about, But I related to sports, I related to bodybuilding. Like, the most important part is the most painful part. It's the hardest part. It's the most emotionally taxing part. It's the most mentally draining part. It's the part that builds you to the person that you ultimately celebrate. So when I was thinking about that, like, God, like, reminded me as he's, showing me all these beautiful things that's happening. And it's like, it's happening like, and it seems like it's happening like this, but he reminded me, like, it's been happening for a long time. However, I was just getting you ready. It's already been waiting for you. It's been sitting there and brewing, and all of these things were already there waiting for you, but I had to get you ready. So I had to build you up. I needed you to heal first. I needed you to be strong enough to withstand, the things that come along with it. Because the reality is, some of us, we're not even ready to withstand what is required for us to even have what it is we want to have, to be who it is we want to be. Like, are you really ready to step on the stage yet? Are you really ready to have the money that you want? Are you really ready to have the family? Are you really ready for the husband? Are you really ready for the wife? Are you really ready? Because it's not just about this is what you want, but are you even ready for the responsibility it takes to even have that, to be the label that you're looking to be? I laughed the other day. I was in a meeting and I was telling people, it's funny because, I am literally sitting here. Y'all see this? I'm cutting up potatoes. I'm cooking for myself, all of that. And I laugh and I'm like, the preparation for when my wife comes, I'm preparing right now. I could have been in my feelings, not doing nothing, sitting on the couch, doing takeout and doing all these other things. However, I'm fine tuning, things about me and who I want to be. I want to be an amazing wife. I want to be the most amazing wife for my better half. Literally, I want to be amazing. So it's moments like this, you know what I'm saying? When there's nobody around to see it, when, I'm trying to figure out life, when I burn up something, those are the moments that are getting me ready to be that person. But I got to do those things. For me to step on stage again, I got to go through hard workouts. I got to push the heavy weight. I got to go through all of this. I got to eat more calories. I got to gain a little bit more weight, as y'all can see. I can't look as thin as I eat. I got to put on the mask in order for me to look the way I want to look on stage. I can go down the list. So I'm asking you, are you even ready to be who it is that you need to be? Because the question is, are you ready for the responsibility? Are you healed enough to even withstand what it's going to take? Have you built your mental and your emotional and your spiritual muscle up to be able to be the person, to pray, to fight, to all of the things And what's crazy is today, looking back, I'm like, oh, that's why I had to go through that. Oh, that's the reason why. So, I say all of this because in our efforts of transformation, I need you to change your perspective when something comes and it's hard. Realize that is a part of your preparation of becoming, and it's necessary. So if you put it off to the side, if you decide not to do it, then how do you expect to be ready to be and have what it is that you want? So for me, I'm taking everything as a challenge. That's the reason why we got to do it the hard way. I got to make sure in all areas of my life that I'm healed. I got to make sure in all areas of my life that it's in alignment. I got to make sure in all areas of my life that I'm ready for what life is going to bring towards my way, that I have a level of resilience, that I am going to push past the hard moments and hard times that life gives me. And then I got to be devoted to this thing. I got to love everything about myself, to be able to love what it is that I'm doing, where I'm going. I got to have this loyalty that no matter what, that it's a non-negotiable to how I do things, when I do things, who I do it with. You know what I'm saying? God is the center of my life. That's got to be a non-negotiable. I got to be devoted to him, devoted to myself. Then I can be devoted to other things. You know what I'm saying? So, all of that plays a huge part in where I'm going to be at in 45 days. Because I realize that every part of me, I got to get ready for who I want to be in 45 days. I got to be ready for what God has for me in 45 days. And I'm just speaking on that because that's just a goal I have in mind. But I just got to be ready for if he shows up tomorrow. Am I ready? Am I ready? And I'm asking myself, am I ready? If I'm not ready in that area, let me get ready. Let me put my reps in. Let me put my reps in. That's the reason why Kobe sat there and he put his reps in. When nobody else was, that's why he was the best. Jordan, same thing. Their work ethic behind closed doors when the season wasn't even on, that's the most important. That was the most important time for them to become the champions and the people that they had become. So I'm asking you in the off season, during practice, are you putting in the reps necessary for you to be ready for who God needs you to be and not even try, I don't like using those words, but who you are becoming, are you ready? So that's what I got for y'all. For those of you all that would love to join this 45 hard challenge with us, again, there is no start date. There's no specific or official start date. It is whenever you're ready. So I am going to be speaking on here for 45 days. That is a commitment of mine that God asked me to do, for me just to share my heart, and then also invite y'all to join with me. So if you would love to join, there's a link in my bio. Click up. We've been having some fun. We actually had our first meeting, and I'm going to do meetings every week. We call it the Coaches Huddle. We dropping flex. We talking. We really, this is a safe space for you to come and truly transform beyond the surface. We going deep, y'all. We going deep to the roots to make sure we tearing up any weeds that's stopping us from becoming who we need to becoming her. I'm her now. I walk in that today. I walk in that every single day of who I want to be. So if that means chopping up, for her, if that means, getting in the gym for her, if that means, making sure I just got my study book for my Bible study, making sure that I'm spiritually getting that up. I got my book the other day. Y'all saw that, making sure I'm reading, like all the things necessary to make sure that I'm doing with what she needs, with her needs in me, in order for her to become her. All right, so I love y'all. Who we got? You are more than welcome, y'all. It's truly my pleasure to be of service and to walk on my calling. So all I need is one, y'all. All I need is one to hear me loud and clearly and to be blessed. And let's get it. Let's get this transformation the hard way, through healing, alignment, resilience, and devotion. I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.